What's going on, friends? It is a long weekend. I have the Monday off, so me and Dewey, we're gonna go for a little drive. I'm just cruising in my 1990 Ford Ranger. I picked this up in last May. I love it, but this trip has already started off kind of rough. I filled it up with gasoline and went to pull out and it stalled on me. So if you know anything about these older Ford Rangers, maybe you can help me out here. I replaced the fuel filter in it, so I'm wondering if it's a bad fuel pump or fuel injectors. But sometimes it starts right up, other times it doesn't. But it does seem to bog down a little bit when I first fill it up with gas, so maybe y'all can help me out with that one. Anyway, we are headed out west. For some reason, that's my favorite direction to drive. And there is a random park in the middle of nowhere that I happened upon several years ago. And me and Dewey want to take you guys to it. Right, Dewey? Yeah. He doesn't know where we're going, as long as he gets to run around. Have you ever been driving down the highway and you just look off in the distance and you see a road and you think to yourself, I wonder where that road leads to? Well, one day I took that road, and that's how I happened upon this park. Now, this isn't just your ordinary park, and you'll see when I get there, and I don't even know the name of it, but it'll say once we get there as well. But it's so unique. It's man-made. I wonder if the guy who built it just donated his property, because as far as I know, you can just go right on and kind of look around. So anyway, it's in northern Utah, north of Ogden where I live, and just west of a town called Tremonton. So if you're not from this area, I mean, if you're just passing through, I don't know if you'll take the detour to come see this park, but it's odd enough that if you do live in this area, or if you're in this area for some time, I'd recommend coming and checking it out. So we're just cruising north on I-15 right now. Dewey's still just hanging out. It's so funny when I have Dewey up here in the cab, everyone just kind of stops and laughs, or looks over and laughs. So I think it's just the way that he sits up here. But anyway, let's keep going. I'm coming up on the 8-month mark of working from home, and my wife, she works out of the house. So I've been feeling pretty isolated lately. And I just passed a guy in an adventure van from Tennessee with that famous saying, not all who wander are lost, and stickers, and it was him and his dog. I just need something, like getting out, doing these little mini road trips are fine, but I just sit there at home all day and think about all the things that I could be doing. Now, I know at my New Year video I mentioned that I want to do a fundraiser for a school in Africa, and that video is coming out. I have the bones of the video. I'm gonna still do it, and hopefully we can raise money for that school in Liberia. But I need a project for myself too. For years, like even before the bus thing took off, I know everybody says that, but even before like building out a school took off, it was something that I've always wanted to do. Just build a bus, have like a little motorhome, and just take it wherever I want. And I have this other dream. I have my pilot's license. In fact, I have my commercial pilot's license. And I haven't really done anything with it, which is really sad because it costs a lot of money to get it. And I would love to grow this channel to a point where it could subsidize owning an airplane and being able to fly it around. A small plane, I'm not talking about like a G6 or a Citation or anything like that, but just like a small plane that I can take out on the weekends. Those are all just little things that are popping into my head. So I know that this is a lot of talk right now, and hopefully this talking leads to some action, but I just have this urge to explore and get out and see what's going on. I've been a lot of cool places in my life, and it's been a while since I've been to another one, so it's just time to do something. I'm wondering if I'm going through a midlife crisis. That's crazy to think that I'm old enough to do that, but here we are. Anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble. It's good to have somebody to talk to while I'm driving. I don't have music on because if I start this and there's copyrighted music in the background, then YouTube will like to ding me. So just alone with my thoughts and with Dewey. But keeping trucking north. I don't know about you, but I just love the highway. I love our interstate system. The fact that it can connect one of the largest countries in the world from coast to coast, from border to border, in a pretty quick fashion is amazing to me. And I feel like every time you hit the interstate, you see something interesting. Like, for instance, you just passed a freaking building being towed behind a semi. I've seen those giant windmill blades, the Oscar Mayer Wiener van, which would be awesome to drive too. Helicopters, train parts, just everything being hauled on this highway. And then who knows what's in the containers in the backs of these semis. I just love the open road. I've actually driven to and from Alaska 3 times. Well, 2.5. I think I flew up and rode home once. Yeah. But just, I love that stuff. It's great. And then, of course, flying to see other countries or distant destinations is awesome too. But right now, road travel is a little bit more realistic for everybody. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you feel the same way? Do you like road trips? Did you grow up doing road trips like we did? Let me know. The area that we're in now is Bothwell. It is just west of Tremonton. And if you can see up ahead, there's a group of houses up on that hill. And as a kid, when we would drive to Utah from Idaho, I would look over and wonder what those houses were all about. Why did they live up there? So then when I moved here and, several years later, decided to take this road. And as I took it, I looked over and there was a strange park, which we're coming on in just a little bit. All right, so here we are alongside a highway in Bothwell, Utah, established in 1891, I think the sign said. But here's the park. So it says, in honor and appreciation for the men, the women, and the horses who, through sacrifice, struggle, and strife, toiled and tamed a wilderness that we might enjoy a more abundant life. All right, I'm going to check this out before I let Dewey out because he'll pull me every which way sniffing stuff. Doesn't look like very many people visit this park. And there's just some really cool stuff. And it's too bad that a lot of it's kind of decaying. So let me show you where I am here. In the middle, this looks like it's some sort of sundial. But then as you come here, you see all these welded things. And at first glance, you have no idea what they're for. But as you get closer, there's these little placards, and you can still read them, company pastures. And so what you do is you actually look through one and it will show you exactly what it's talking about, just like you see at a visitor center. So you sit in the seat, the old tractor seat there. You got White's Valley, Blind Springs. Unfortunately, that one's missing. It's probably pointing to some secret treasure or something. But yeah, they're starting to get sun faded. But this is what I first saw that I thought was really cool, was this kind of like observation area. But it's just all this metal work. And let's see if I can find the history of it. I'm sure I've read it before. but it's called Marble Park. Welcome to Marble Park. Enjoy your visit. Not responsible for any accidents. Okay, got a teeter-totter. Still works. You can sit on this stuff here. See if you can ring this bell up here. 2000 AD. Welcome. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. All right. What happens if I pull this chain? Cool. But I mean, you got swings here. Woohoo! Swings. It's actually a pretty amazing view. Then over here is a, what is it? Like a diorama. It looks like it gives you kind of the history of the United States, starting out with the indigenous people, Native Americans. Then you got Christopher Columbus's ships. Or no, that's the Nina the what? The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. You got some mountain men up there. You got the pioneers. Salt Lake Temple. Happy couple getting married. The Pony Express, maybe the mail. Yeah, got a mail carriage. Cowboys. Branding. The Golden Spike ceremony. The Union and yeah, the Union and Pacific Railroads came together. An old car, 1893 Duryea. Looks like an old car. The Wright brothers, a rocket ship, satellite, space shuttle, because just over here is Northrop Grumman, which used to be called ATK, which used to be called Thiokol, and they built the boosters for the space shuttle. And they still do build rockets, actually. But yeah, that's why the space shuttle's up there. And then some sports car, kind of looks like Lightning McQueen. But yeah, you just have this whole thing. A lot of work went into this. Pretty cool gazebo. You got this, I don't know what these are called, just swinging bars that, let's see if it's rusted. No, it still works. As you can imagine, with metal being left out in the elements, joints and hubs get squeaky. So, lots of rust. Let's see what this sculpture up here is. Looks like it's an old fountain or something. That'd be interesting to see what it does. It's got like spigots and stuff. Yeah, and then up here, I've actually never checked out this building. So it says Double Diamond Auction LLC. So let's see what this is all about. You never know what you're gonna find when you stop off the side of the road here. Yeah, I've actually never been in this area. It looks like we have someone staying in a camper. So these look to be the creators, Boyd and Cheryl Marble. Looks like they died in 2011, 2012. Crazy. They both died right around the same age from when they were born. Okay, so it's just giving the mileage of different cities from here. Boise, Seattle, Portland, Ogden. Face masks required. That'd be fun to come check this out. But it's all locked up. Must be only open on the weekdays. Or you could give them a call if you're into collecting antiques. Yeah, it's just this interesting circular building. And then just west of this building, it looks like there's a graveyard. Poor Dewey's out there, sitting in the truck. He wants to run around. It's just easier to explore without him at first. Well, that's about it from Marble Park in Bothwell, Utah. I guess the theme of this video is to just get out and explore. If you're in a funk, you know, like I was kind of mentioning on the drive out here, just go out and get some sunshine and see what there is to see in your community. This park is super random. One thing that kind of made me sad is that it looks like the creator passed away 8-9 years ago, and it's kind of fallen apart since. So I wonder if there's any family that'll keep this up. But you know, if you're in northern Utah and have a half a day to kill, come check out Marble Park. You can just simply Google it and you'll probably find it. Anyway, that's it for me. One thing I did want to mention before I close is that I did launch memberships on the channel. So if you become a member, then you actually get access to the videos a little bit earlier, as well as a bunch of other perks. So thanks to those of you who already have. You'll see a little join button next to the subscribe button. If you don't want to join, hit subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm just glad you guys are all here. Anyway, that's it for me. Be safe, be kind to each other. Peace.